Okay, now turn to Luke chapter 19, and we're going to read the parable of the minas. Verse 11. While they were listening to these things, Jesus went on to tell a parable because he was near Jerusalem, and they supposed that the kingdom of God was going to appear immediately. So he said, a nobleman, wait, let me back up. Why did he tell the parable? Okay, I'll read it again. While they were listening to these things, Jesus went on to tell them a parable because he was near Jerusalem, and they supposed that the kingdom of God was going to appear immediately. Why did he tell them the parable? Because they thought the kingdom of God was going to appear immediately. Was the kingdom of God going to appear immediately? No, it was going to come in process. Okay. So he said to them, a nobleman went to a distant country to receive a kingdom for himself and then return. He called 10 of his slaves and gave them 10 minas and said to them, do business with this until I come back. Verse 15. When he returned, after receiving the kingdom, he ordered that these slaves to whom he had given the money be called to him so that he might know what business they had done. Now, let me just give you a little comparative. Remember the parable of the talents? One was given 1 talent, one was given 2, and one was given 5, according to his ability. Okay, did you notice the parable of the minas? Everybody got 1 mina. Everybody got $500. Are you with me? Okay, so everybody has the same. He returned after receiving the kingdom, verse 15. He ordered that these slaves to whom he had given the money be called so that he might know what business they had done. Verse 16, the first appeared saying, Master, your mina has made 10 more minas. Stop. Let's read it again. Let's say it together. Master, your mina has made 10 more minas. And he said to him, well done, good slave, because you have been faithful in a very little thing, you are to have authority over 10 cities. Did you notice the people that had the talents, they got 12 times the amount of money at least. The minimum they received was 30,000, 60,000, and 150,000, right? And when they finished, they got power over stuff. These guys only got $500. The first one comes back and said, your mina has made 10 more minas. And he said, good, well done, good and faithful slave, because you've been faithful in a very little thing, a mina, you are to have authority over cities. Okay, I'm going to go on, see if you get it. Verse 18, the second came saying, your mina master has made 5 minas. Say this, your mina master has made 5 minas. And he said to him, also, you are to be over 5 cities. And another came saying, Master, your mina, and that's pretty much the same story. Let me just stop there and say this. Do you see any contrast? Well, first of all, do you understand that the guys that had the talents got a lot more money, and at the end, they had a lot less authority because they only had authority over stuff. But the guys that started out with $500, they ended up with power over 11 cities and 5 cities. Are you with me? What I'm getting at is, do you see that there's a difference in the reward? I'd like to suggest to you that there's a significant reason why there's a difference in the reward, and it has everything to do with where you're going. Both got rewarded. Remember what the guys that had the talents all said, the 2 that did well? It says, Master, I have made you 10 talents, 5 talents. You've given me these 5 talents, and I have made 5 more. And he goes, that's good. I'll put you over stuff. These guys said, Master, your mina has made 10 minas. And he said, if you can do that, see, one person worked for money. The other person had money work for him. And God goes, if you are wise enough to have money work for you, you can be over cities because you create wealth, and wealth is not riches. Wealth is an ecosystem.